So this is Christopher Jones with Authentic Leader, where I bring out the best in new leaders. This is the daily digest that I call Authentic Tips. These are tips that you can apply in your day-to-day or sometime maybe later this week. But these are immediate tips that you can apply pretty quickly to increase your effectiveness and your productivity. And we are in Richmond, Virginia, and what you see behind me is the Executive Mansion. This is where the governor of Virginia actually lives. It's right next door to the actual Capitol building itself. I'm not sure how common that is, but it's kind of unique, I think, that the governor's mansion is right here next door to the Capitol steps. But in any event, we are continuing our conversation about how to make next year your very best year ever. And I really want next year to be the best year you have ever had. Why would you not make next year your best year ever is my challenge to you. Commit to that. Just make it your best year. I know for me, it's definitely going to be my very best year ever, and I cannot wait to tell you what happens in my coming year next year. But one thing I want to talk to you about at the very end of this entire series of videos is that most people won't do this. Most people won't go through all the things we've talked about for this entire month. This is work. This is something you actually have to make a conscious effort to do. There's a reason that less than 2 out of every 10 people have even identified goals, as we talked about in the very beginning. There's a reason that less than 1 in 20 actually have those goals written down. Now, hopefully you've gotten at least that far, so you're part of that exclusive club. But this stuff is simple, but it is not easy, and I just want to acknowledge that. I want you to commit to and dedicate the time, be willing to sacrifice to achieve more than you ever have before. But I also want to encourage you to give yourself some room. You don't have to do everything exactly as we talked about. The fact that you have goals, or that you have a system, or that you're making some sort of incremental progress, I applaud you for that. You still are way above the majority of people probably that you know. So give yourself some room. Don't worry if you don't do it perfectly. Anything is absolutely better than nothing. Find an accountability partner, maybe someone who can hold you accountable to the goals you've identified. Someone who can say, remember you said you're going to accomplish this, what kind of progress are you making? Maybe report progress to somebody. Let them know what kind of progress you're making and how you're getting better at achieving those goals. And then lastly, just really as I mentioned before, any system's better than any. I used to teach a program on this many years ago, and I was in a corporate America job, and people would duck out when they'd see me in the hallway, and they were avoiding me after they went through my training program. And I ended up cornering someone. I asked them, what's this all about? Why are you avoiding me? Or why is everybody avoiding me? And what they had to basically do is confess to me that, Chris, I really like the process that you taught. It's really great, but I've actually found I do it a little bit differently than how you taught. I'm not doing it the way that I'm supposed to do it. And I don't want you to get into that. Don't think that there's a way that you're supposed to do it. Find the way that works for you. Find the system that works for you. And that is way better. So don't think that what I suggested to you is exactly how it must be done. These are just suggestions, but come up with your own version of what that is for you. And implement that system and commit to do it, and just do it. So if you haven't already done so, go to my website, christopherrjones.com/download 1216 to get the free PDF download that's a companion to all these videos we've done this entire month. If you've not watched these videos, all the rest of them, you can go back and listen to them if you want, or you can just simply download it, and the PDF is probably enough for you in and of itself. But again, come up with a system that works for you. Don't worry about impressing anybody else. Come back tomorrow. We will finish out this entire month. We'll be right in front of the Capitol building, and it's something to look forward to. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the next video. In the meantime, bring out the best in your leadership.